Naraka Bladepoint has always had one mechanic in the game that instantly gives one person 50% of their ultimate charge, but over time, new mechanics have been introduced to the game that change the dynamic of gaining ultimate charge, and in today's video, we're going to go over multiple different methods that you can take advantage of to ensure you are able to use your ultimate as often and as many times as possible, sometimes even 2 or 3 times in a row. Let's get started. Method 1. Realm of Yang. This first technique requires teammates. You can't do this in solo mode or by yourself in team modes. After your team wins the prize chest from a Realm of Yang, either by defeating the opposing team or by defaulting on a win in the absence of enemies, the chest always contains a buff that will refill your entire team's ultimates. So if you have your ultimate when the Realm of Yang rewards you with the chest, you can immediately leave through the portal and use your ultimate outside. Then one of your other teammates can grab the buff from the box at the last second, and your ultimate charge will instantly refill while you're looking for or fighting enemies outside the realm. If you try to use your ultimate in solos, then take the buff and leave the realm, your active ultimate will be disabled once you go through the portal, so it just doesn't work like that. This method benefits some characters greatly more than others, specifically Transformers and anyone who can dump 100% of their ultimate charge immediately with a lasting effect. Characters like Tarka, Justina, and Hottie still get a little bit of benefit from this, but the ultimates that drain rage constantly get pretty low value from this method, as do ultimates that only last a short time, ultimates that take a percentage of charge per skill use, or ultimates that are stationary. So Karumi, Viper, and Timulch can only really get value from this method if there's a fight directly on top of the entrance portal to Realm when they come out. Here is a list of the best characters to utilize this method with, and I recommend nominating the heroes that don't benefit from this as much to be the ones picking up the buff inside the Realm. It's also worth noting that entering the Realm of Yang in solos completely refills your ultimate charge, so it can be worthwhile to use your ultimate to secure your spot in the Realm. Method 2. Spirit Well. The next mechanic we're going to abuse is the late game Yang Spirit Well that provides a random buff for completing it. This technique is a lot like the Realm of Yang method, since we'll be using a buff to give our whole team full ultimate charge immediately, but the beneficiaries of this one are a little different, and this is doable in solos and in team modes. Since you have to capture the Yang Spirit Well for this, you will likely be in or around a fight when you capture the well and get the rage filling buff. So characters that use percentages of their ultimates like Justina or V1 Takeda, or constantly drain rage during their ultimates like Tarka or Hottie, can get more value with this technique than our previous method, since they can use some or all of their rage to secure the Spirit Well's capture, then get a free refresh on ultimate with the Spirit Well buff and go crazy all over again. In general, this method favors more characters than the first method, since even stationary ults like Timulch and Karumi can be used on the Spirit Well just before it's captured, and will even help secure the capture. Method 3. Sunwing Bloom. The Sunwing Bloom comes from capturing the Yang Spirit Well, and it's held by only one member of the team. At first, I thought the Sunwing Bloom went to the first person to enter the Spirit Well when capturing, but upon further testing, I'm not 100% sure that's true, so leave a comment if you're sure about what determines who on the team gets the Sunwing Bloom. Killing the Sunwing Bloom holder, not the team, just the one holding the bloom, drops a special Yang Bloom essence on the body, which immediately refills your entire team's ultimates. To identify the Sunwing Bloom holder, look for the glow around their team's characters' bodies, with the bloom holder having a symbol above their head. It could be wise to use all your ultimates on them, since killing the bloom holder will give your team's ultimates right back. Pretty much every character can benefit from this method, because you only have to get enough value from your ultimates in combat that you at least get the one kill you need on the Sunwing Bloom holder, then you can have an instant refresh. It's the most likely method to give you double ultimate value, whereas the Realm of Yang method will often have you running around in a transformation ultimate for 25 seconds and not seeing any enemies. Method 4. Fireflies. We've saved the best for last, and this is the original method of double ulting and ultimate extension. Fireflies can be found in set locations around each of the 3 maps, and they instantly grant 50% ultimate charge to the person who picks one up. I've made whole videos showing every Firefly location on every map, and you can find them on the interactive map at naraka.wiki. Almost all the characters can use Fireflies during their ultimate to either extend the duration, like in Tarka's case, increase the number of active ability charges, like in Justina's case, or to store that gained rage for the next ultimate, like in Valda's case. The only characters that cannot eat Fireflies during the time they are benefiting from their ultimate are Viper, Varia, Monk, Yueshan, Sierra, and Enor. Everyone else can eat a Firefly whenever they want to, and there are basically no downsides. The only risk to eating Fireflies is getting out of position to get them. But if you know where they all are, you'll have a much easier time planning when to get what Fireflies. If you found this guide helpful, please consider hitting the like button and subscribe to the channel to see more Naraka content like this. I hope you enjoyed this video, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next one.